You're probably wondering why this crazy guy has made you make a Gmail account like you don't already have enough email accounts for some reason. Well, the truth is, I didn't make you make a Gmail account so that you would have another email account. I made you make a Gmail account because all the wonderful things that come with Gmails. If you take a look at the top of your screen once you are logged into Gmail, you'll see a whole bunch of different options up here at the top. One of them would be that of calendar, documents, photos, reader, web, and you'll even see there's a more button where you can click on that and you get a drop down. YouTube, images, videos, map, shopping. Then the list goes on and on. There's an even more button. But what we're going to focus on today are documents, because documents are one of the most important parts about this class. Google Docs allows you to do something called CRPs. That would be a classroom or collaborative response presentation and or a collaborative research project. Either one's perfectly fine. All that really matters is that you have the collaborative part in there, and you're going to see why it's so dynamically collaborative here in a few minutes. Let's take a look at Google Docs, located right here. Just click on the word documents and it should take you to your Google Docs. Remember, all you've done is created that one Gmail account, but now you have access to all of these different things. You have access to Google Calendars. You have access to Blogger, which is owned by Gmail. You have access to Picasa, which is owned by Google also. That's that photo section. But you'll see here now that you are in Google Docs. It's called a beta, as you see that tiny little word underneath the word Docs. Beta just means that it's in its infancy. They haven't kind of worked out the kinks yet. But let's take a look at the different options for us in here. Hopefully you've already watched the Google Docs video so you can kind of understand how you are editing things not here on your computer. You're editing things out there on Google's server actually. So you can access that same stinking document no matter whether you're sitting at home, you're in your office, if you're at your neighbor's house. It'll be a little weird, but you could do it. It doesn't matter where you are, you can edit the same exact document. So let's take a look at the different types of documents you can create with Google Docs. Under this new button, if you click on the little arrow next to it, you'll see the three major categories that you can create or have been able to create for a long time, and then the fourth, Forms, which is brand new. You should have watched the Google Docs Forms by now, and if not, you'll possibly be watching it very soon in the future. But the three that we're going to focus on for right now are just the documents, the presentations, and the spreadsheets. And to be exact, we're only going to focus on documents for right now to keep this video short. So click on the documents here, and it will create a brand new document editor. As if you were in Microsoft Word or using OpenOffice or something like that, you are now using a Word editor. And as soon as this loads, you should see that there are a whole bunch of tools just like you would see within a Microsoft Office, whatever it is, Microsoft Word, whatever program you're using. You'll see that you have save buttons, print buttons, you can make your text bold, you can highlight things, indent things, put bullets in. So I could type up a document here. This, or the test is tomorrow. There we go. Exclamation point. Okay. Alright, so let's say the test is tomorrow. So big deal, you could have typed this anywhere. Alright, but we once again have that nice dynamic of being able to edit this here at school. I can't type it up here and then get to school and go, oh, I forgot to send it as an email attachment. I didn't put it on my flash drive. I didn't upload it to my school server. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's there. It's on Google server. You just log in at school and boom, you have access to this document. Excellent, excellent thing. Like I said, you can see it's got a few of the little tools here. I can take this, center it, make it bold, change the font size to 24. All this stuff's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's nothing robust like you're going to find with Microsoft Word. And that isn't the beauty of this thing. The beauty of this is coming up with like I said, the CRPs. But you can also see that you can edit things, you can undo stuff, edit this, even this cascading style sheets, the CSS. You can go in and insert pictures, hyperlinks, just like you can with other documents. Okay, you can insert drawings or things from your Draw, Google Draw, which is a lot like Microsoft Paint, so on and so forth. You can put in footers, and your tools right here is you can use a spell check, which that button is right here also, so I can check my spelling. If I click on that, it should check things for me, see if I know how to type or not. But the best part of Google Docs is right up here in this corner, right here. I can save this, that's not the best part. I can save and close this, not the best part. The share button, the big blue button. By sharing this document with others, I can easily and simply collaborate on the fly even, where other people can start adding in things to the same document, and they can be logged in at the same time even. And we can all work together from different places. I could work with somebody in Indonesia on the same document as this right now, and he could argue with me and say, no, the test isn't tomorrow, the test is going to be today. So let's go on and see how we share this. Share with others. You'll see that you get this brand new Share with Others page. And from this Share with Others page, you have a couple of options. You have these two radio buttons up here. One is as viewers, and one is as collaborators. Collaborators really means that they can come in and, like I said, edit things, delete things, save it, go back and revert to old versions of it, so on and so forth. Viewers, that's just exactly what they are. All they can do is they can see the document, they can see how you make the changes as you go along. And now, right now, you're probably starting to formulate a few ideas about, there are things that I'd like to share with my students that I want them to see, or there are things that I want to share with my coworkers that I want them to see. There's things that I want to share with my family members that I want them to see, but not be able to mess up, if you know what I mean. But how do we add people? Well, we could click right there in that text box right there and start typing in a name of somebody. And now you'll notice that mine is starting to fill in with the actual name right here. It's giving me name suggestions. That's because those are the people that I have in my contacts. If I start typing in something that does not exist in my contacts, it's not going to give me suggestions. For instance, I could just do that. btmedia@gmail.com. That could be the person that I want to share this with. And it says right down here, separate the people that I want to share with commas. So I could toss a comma in there, start adding another person. There we go. So I could share with those two people. Pretty simple. But if you can't remember exactly the people that you want to share it with, well, you can actually come in to choose from your contacts. If it's from people that you already have in your Gmail account, you can simply click on that button and it should bring up this little window for you. Your contacts should load in here, and you can choose from those people in your contacts. For instance, I could choose myself right here, and puts a little check mark there next to it. And when I'm done, I click done, and you will notice that right here it is actually added my name in there in my email. So now when I go to invite the person, I click the Invite Collaborators button. It's that little button that's gray. Click on that, and it's going to give me the opportunity to send that person an email also. This says, there is a test tomorrow, because that's automatically the name of my document now, and I could send them a message saying, I am sharing this message with you, or I'm sharing this document with you. Have fun. There we go. Period. I could also send a copy of this to myself, and when I'm all done, I could just hit send or skip sending the invitation. If I hit send, it'll send this little email invitation to them to come take a look at the document. If I hit the skip send invitation, it's just going to share that document with them unbeknownst to them until they either check their own Google Docs section, or they may never know in their entire lives that they have access to this shareable document. I'm going to just exit out of this because I typed in pretend names in there, so I don't want to send it off to people that don't actually exist. So there we are. That's the end of sharing your Google Docs.